Welcome to Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails with Carly. I am your host, Carly. Today we have a fun-filled show with the one and only Mz Iverson, celebrity hairstylist extraordinaire. You don't want to miss this. Welcome to the show, Mz Iverson.
Thank you for having me,
Of
Carly.
course, you look so pretty.
No, you do.
Oh, thank you. So, tell us a little something about yourself.
Okay, I'm a celebrity hairstylist.
Period.
I've been doing hair professionally for about 10, 11 years now.
Wow.
Yes, I got my first NFL client about 7 years ago, and it's just been...
Really?
Yes.
So, okay, so when you do their hair, obviously you do not only braids, but you do locks.
Yes.
Okay, so if somebody wants locks, they reach out to you and they're like,
Always.
so how did this celebrity like...
It's like a domino effect. It's
Really?
literally like word of mouth, locker room talk, but it's not the sex part.
It's the, man,
hair
who did
part.
your hair?
Exactly. That's the locker room talk I'm trying to be in. I ain't
Me
trying to be in
too.
the locker room talk like, oh, you heard about it? Nah.
Right.
They're literally, like, it's just like a
Really?
ripple effect, and it's on different teams.
Really?
It's not just like on one team or...
Well, I
it's just
did
all
see
over.
on your Instagram you did Julio Jones' hair.
He was my first client.
Really?
He's been my client for about 7 years now. Yep.
I like Julio Jones.
I love him.
Okay, who else? Let me think of somebody else.
Everybody. Grady Jarrett.
Okay. So you know all of the like athletes because they're your clients.
Yeah.
So do you look like a lot of Falcons? And,
A lot of Falcons. Literally, I say, you know what? I say about at least 15 NFL teams.
wow, you got some golden fingers, girl. Give me some of
Yep.
that.
Okay.
So what do they be talking about when they get their hair done? Because
What
you know
don't
when
they
we
be
get our
talking
hair
about?
done, we just spread it all. Okay, let me tell you about this
Girl.
guy. So what do they talk about?
It's the same thing. Men are, I'm going to just say this. My clientele shifted. I used to do about 70% women. Now I do like 90, 85%, 90
I'm
men.
gonna have to come to your salon one day to see
Yes,
something.
like literally, men, they want to talk. Because I don't know if they don't talk at home or with
Really?
their friends, but men love to talk.
I want to
And
know what they be talking about because we want to know what they be talking about.
So a lot of my clients, they go through things at home.
Yeah.
They go through things at work. They go through things with their friends. They go through things
Yeah.
on social media that they can't really.
So that's something crazy. Imagine one of your clients going through something that's on social media, and then you have to like sit there and do their hair, and you like,
Yes.
did you get her pregnant
Yes,
for real?
Yes.
Like,
And I'm a jokester at heart. Like,
yes,
I was class clown in high school and valedictorian, so it's
I
like
know that's right.
that balance is crazy, but it's just like I like to take the edge off certain things. So if it's
Yes.
something going on and I know I'm trying to like
Yes.
break the ice a little bit, I just crack a joke about it and then
Right.
we'll just get into it.
So you don't have to tell us, but
Yes.
is there somebody, a celebrity that you've decided, like you were just like, I cannot do his hair no more because I don't like his attitude?
There's a few of them.
Really?
Yes.
Are they more rude or is it like
it's
the
not
conversation?
even more so rude. It's more like entitlement.
Don't
And
we
I'm-
know that? Okay, so I'm just talking about like what type of conversations are they really like sharing?
So, like, let's just say this. A lot of my clients, they don't get to talk to people.
So they're really
outside
just
of-
say, "Oh my God, a normal person."
Like, literally.
Aw,
like,
come talk to me. It's okay.
Yeah, and I'm like so like personable anyway.
Yeah, you are, and you have really good energy. So they just pour it all out.
And I'm here for it.
I know that's
'Cause
right. So have you ever wanted to like potentially like talk to one of your clients? Oh, honey, it's time.
Can we plead the fifth on Carly?
I mean, that's
You know
fine
what?
for now.
I'm
We'll
gonna
talk
say
about
this.
it later.
I have dabbled with two.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair to
Yes.
say. You don't have to
Yeah.
tell me later.
I have dabbled with two.
Okay, so that's fair.
Yes.
So we've all, I think it's fair to say, we've all in some point in our careers fraternized with coworkers.
Yes. Especially if the attraction was there prior to.
Yes. Because if every time I open Sports Illustrated and you're there and then I see you, I'm like, wow, here we are.
You wasn't my client when I was like attracted
right,
to you.
so it don't count.
No.
So
and it got deleted.
And it got right, exactly. So that's really interesting. So where are you from originally?
So I'm from Virginia.
Oh, VA. I'm going next week. Yeah.
Yes, I'm from Newport News and Hampton. It's like Twin Cities. So I'm very close to where I'm from because I still have clients there.
Yes.
So I go back often. I've been in Atlanta for 13 years though.
Wow. Okay, so that's not bad though because I've been here I think for 15 and I'm from LA. So my biggest thing is like I'm still very LA.
Yes.
Like I'm not a peach even still.
And they be trying to say, "Oh, you from here now?"
No,
like, no,
I'm not.
No.
I'm sorry to say, guys. I do love Atlanta. Atlanta is home, and I've created like friends that have become family. But like LA is like my bread and that's my home.
And I've never been there.
Really?
I gotta go.
You would like it. Now I will tell you one thing about LA. I do love LA, but it is a very old city, and people don't realize. They think that they're gonna see Rodeo Drive everywhere, but it's really not.
Really?
And even kind of
like palm trees.
Yeah.
Gucci.
Yes,
Louis Vuitton.
Prada, whatever. No, it's beautiful,
Okay.
but because we live here and like we can go to a decent neighborhood and it's nice, you know, or we could go to Buckhead and you're like, oh, this is nice. That's parts of Beverly Hills, parts of it's like that, but it's not.
The whole
It's
thing.
not, yeah. So you could find yourself about 30 minutes from, or 20 minutes, because our streets are smaller, but like 20 minutes from Rodeo. And it's like, you're like, where am I? Like, this is not LA. This is Crenshaw Boulevard, okay? And Slauson, okay.
I want to see.
Yes, but you should still see. I always recommend people, like, go to LA. Like, that's my home. That's where I'm from. Like, that's what my DNA is. But I think people should experience it. But I remember, like, I know the hardcore, like the LA, the riots, 92, Reginald Denny, like all the just, I remember when it was the riots and I was home and I was a little kid and I remember my family was like, do not go outside. But there were other parts of my family that was like, I'm going to get a TV. Okay? Don't know who that is, okay? So don't call me and ask, okay?
I'm about to go steal.
Right, I'm going to the Eddie's Market to get some cookies.
That's some good history, though.
It's some good history. And then, of course, Nips, you know, when Nipsey, rest in peace, passed away, like, I was able to see, like, his, you know, everything, even the cars that were still there before it kind of, but I was living here. But I still got to, because I was going back and forth a little bit. So I got to see it, you know, and then, like, it's just so much history, like the Forum. You know, like my dad used to take me to the Forum when I was a kid to watch Laker games, you know, and Clipper games. And it's just so much, but it is definitely, I recommend everybody going to LA and checking it out.
And I'm going.
You do that.
Probably before the year out.
And do.
Cheers
okay,
to that.
Cheers to that. Let me drink with you, girl.
Clink,
clink. So before we jump into our segments, our topics, you know, shade, being a little judgy or whatever, let's carve out some time for our sponsors. So a big shout out and thank you to Golden Moth Candles. Also a big shout out and thank you to Chef Joe for providing us some small bites. Did you enjoy them?
I did.
Yes. So thank you. We appreciate it. Without further ado, this segment is called Couch and Cocktail Segments. Ooh. And this is made up of everything like shade talk, being judgy. We can ready to really get into it.
I'm here for it.
And we're really getting ready to talk about some real stuff. Filtered, raw and uncut, uncensored. Welcome to the show, okay?
I'm ready.
All right, so let's get into we love to talk about relationships because we're girls and we're single and we just love to talk about what goes on with relationships.
Can go all day.
So tell me what your perspective and what your thought process is with this one. So do you believe men that have children with multiple women are less desirable? So do you have children?
I do not.
You don't? Okay.
I'm a dog mom.
Me too, girl. I'm a fur mom.
2 years ago that I had her, I gained baby weight.
You did? It's okay. Girl, let's go to the gym.
I did.
So do you think that those men are less desirable? Because you don't have children.
I don't.
So imagine you getting a guy and he wants to talk to you, wants to date you, but he's got 4 children. Maybe 2 baby mamas. Life happens. are you dating him or are you like, not my thing?
You know what? I'm going to say this. I was very closed-minded in my late 20s when I was really dating and really trying to see what's out there.
Yeah.
Because I do want a family of my own. I do want to get married. So I was closed-minded because I do want my first child to be, in a sense, special.
Very special,
if you already have multiple, it might not be
Is
as
it special?
to
Right.
you. So, yeah, I was very closed-minded. These days, I've opened my palette a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because I'm getting older and the people that I'm seeking are older than I am.
Yeah.
And it comes with baggage.
I'm glad you said that
so-
because people don't understand,
Yeah.
like, there has been a life before you.
Correct.
So just like I may have guy friends, right, and girlfriends that I've known for a long time,
Yep.
like a person may walk into a situation that had been married, and I try to tell some of my friends that do not have kids and they're in their 40s or late 30s, you can't block somebody just because.
No, you're blocking your blessing.
Right, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't want a man that's got all these children with all these different women.
Yeah, because
like,
it's confusing.
It's very confusing.
And very chaotic sometimes
Yes.
if it's not handled properly. Because a lot of
Yes.
men don't know how to communicate. And it's not effective.
Right.
So when they're trying to navigate through these relations with the multiple
women.
it comes off like,
Yeah, it's like confusing.
yeah.
And it's
And why
chaotic.
would you want to add to the confusion?
Yes.
Like, I'm number 5?
And it's chaotic.
Yeah. Like,
And
I'm
so what
number
does that
5.
make? Does that make you special? Or does it make me just another woman? So, but men have to also respect that as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of men will be like, I don't want to date a woman that got multiple baby daddies. But then girls, sometimes they have multiple baby mamas.
Like, that's not fair.
So it's like, how does that work? But I personally would not be interested in somebody that has multiple children with multiple. Now, if you've been married but you had this child when you were young, and then, or you
They're
had this
older now, they're out the house.
I'm fine with that.
And you're financially stable.
Most importantly.
Then we can have a conversation.
Okay. But don't have 4 children or 3 or multiples,
You're
rather.
still on child support.
And
which
that's
takes out of the household.
Yes. And so for me, I have an older daughter. And so I never put like my daughter's father on child support. He was my ex-husband. Because I felt like we should not have the judicial system like tell us how we should do with our kid that we created. So it was struggles. I'm not gonna lie and say everything was peachy. There were times where I'm like, you know what? But
I should do this.
yeah, you know what? I know what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, again, we're gonna fall back into the
system.
somebody's not gonna win.
And it's the child at the end of the day.
And it's the child. So, yeah. So, okay, so what's the verdict? So you date a guy that has multiple children, or that's not your thing?
I currently am.
Wait a minute, girl. You just let something out the bag.
Let's be very clear. I'm dating a guy. I'm still single. It's just that until we have that conversation,
Right.
that I'm the only one, you're the only one, and we're making it very known publicly.
Yes.
Because a lot of people like to be like, oh, you're the only one because we sleeping together and all this. But why nobody know? Why nobody know? I'm going to let somebody know person. Like, if I'm with somebody
know person.
Y'all going to know.
I'm going to let somebody know person, but friend, I'm very private.
And that's okay.
And you can still let people know and still be private.
Yes.
I really am very much like, our business is our business. I dated this guy one time, and he was like really like annoyed that I didn't share him on my social media. And I was like, I don't share a lot of stuff on my social media. Like, what do I need?
You gotta know who you're dealing with.
Right. But he really felt like, I don't understand why you don't want to post me on your social media. And I'm like, social media is that. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you post certain things of your life. You don't post every single thing.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't want everybody to know. Well, his thing was, I just feel like there's people, like, if they knew that you were dealing with somebody or dating someone, they wouldn't approach. And I'm like, they're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it even more.
Men are going to do it more if they know you with somebody.
Oh, my God.
It's like a...
Yeah. It's like some sort of emotion in endorphin that kicks up.
Whose dick's bigger?
Right.
It's that type of competition.
I bet you he can't do this.
Exactly. I've been through that. Like, I feel like I've been hit on when I was in a relationship, I was hit on more via social media when I was with somebody and posting him all the time.
Oh my
than
God.
not posting nobody. It's crazy how the brain of men operate.
It's the ego that kicks up, and that it's like, no, I'm better. I'm gonna show you, right? Yeah, I'm not with that. I'd rather a subdued man that is very much well endowed in his life and his foundation, and not feel like he needs to like stroke his ego and say, well, post me, because that means something. So stop trying to have everybody post y'all.
Yeah, and you got to know who you're dealing with. If you were a type of person who posts everything,
then I would understand.
I can see his frustration.
Right.
But if you're not, then you got to understand that's not what I do.
I understand that.
Yeah.
What do you think about the going on trips and not posting?
I do it all the time. I'm about to go on a trip on the 20th of August.
What a boo.
I don't even know. I might go by myself, might bring him, might not. But it's just like, I'm here to enjoy my trip.
Yes.
And if his arm makes a picture, great. If it doesn't,
don't be asking me.
And I've been very, very involved with the close friends situation too. I like that feature on Instagram.
Oh, me too.
Because it's like, okay, only this select few can see what I really got going on. Because everybody else don't need to know.
That I love that feature.
I love that feature. Thank you, Instagram. We cheers to that.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, so that's very interesting. I always find it kind of weird sometimes when my girlfriends go on trips like that, and then they don't tell me. Because I'm like,
you should be telling me.
Why?
Maybe they're embarrassed
Am I
about
on
who they with.
Let's talk about it.
That could be it, because he could be 75.
He could be 75, okay, and look 77.
That's what I'm saying.
But my thing is, if that's how you get down, sis, it's okay. I'm your friend. Like, it's all good.
I don't get. There's no judgment.
No judgment. But I find it really weird when women do go on trips. They do want to post all this stuff, but they don't want to post the person they're with all the time.
Especially if he paid for the trip. At least put his...
Girl, give him a cameo.
Give his toe. Like, give his elbow in that picture.
Right. Or thanks, babe. Or thanks, Jim. Or whatever it is. Sponsored by my sugar daddy. Or whatever. Like, girl,
give credit.
Let me tell you something. In 2023, I need us to live in our purpose entirely. If you got a sugar daddy, it's okay, girl. It's okay, baby girl. Like, that's your life.
Share the wealth.
You know, right? Have a get together, girl. Have a pay for a whole. No.
Your followers might need one.
Right.
Just saying.
But I did feel a little something like, why are people, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough on that. So my next question. Next question.
I love that.
Yeah.
Question.
Next question is, what do you consider? This is gonna throw you for a loop.
Oh my gosh.
So we need to drink a little bit on this.
Wait a minute.
I got this from my. I actually ran these by my executive producer and my engineer producer of the show.
And they gave you
and
the clear.
And they love them.
Okay. So. Well, then there we go. If they gave you the clear.
All right, here we go. So this is for some of those people that are a little more freakier. So this is the freaky session right now. So what do you consider freakier? Anal or swallowing?
Anal for sure. Swallowing should be a part of the regimen if you're in a relationship.
Or calm down in the back.
I had to put okay, Trav.
Trav, what do you think about that?
You. I agree with her. It should be a part of the routine, Ms. Iverson.
It should be.
You are awesome.
See, what we have to take into okay, so I get it.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with swallowing, okay? Because if we roll
in a relationship.
In a relationship.
Yes.
In a relationship, okay? You can't be swallowing everybody.
No.
Okay? Because number one, you don't know their diet, okay?
And
their diet can consist of a lot of protein and a lot of women, okay? So we want to make sure. But Trav, since you want to get on the mic, would you not deal with a woman if she doesn't swallow?
I would, yes.
So it's not a requirement?
Not for me, no.
Do you think it's a requirement for a lot of men?
No.
Oh.
It's just a freaky thing. I don't feel like it's a requirement, but I just feel like the anal to me is more freakier. Because you have to, it's a mindset first. to even go there.
Is that your thing?
No.
That's why. I
Like-
have a girlfriend that I learned this because we do have our get-togethers,
Yeah.
which you will come.
Maybe it should be. Maybe my ass will get a little bigger. If you're listening.
No, friend. It's just doing it from the back. Not there.
Okay. But,
That's just like going on the long way.
okay. There we go.
Now I will say this: head is a requirement.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's fair. And that's a part of a
You
relationship.
got to suck me off,
Yes.
please. Let me slapping on your jaw.
Thank you. Thank you, Trav, in the back. We appreciate your commentary. Okay, Trav goes from 0 to 7,000.
That's what
okay?
she said.
Just because.
Long
So my thing is, okay, mine is, I do believe that anal is freakier. But I do also believe that, like, the whole swallowing aspect of it, I do believe that it also depends on what type of makeup that becomes.
Yes.
Because it can be very freaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if it's an every time situation.
I mean, you get some guys that are like, that's their thing, where they're just like, I want to have, you know, this nasty, you know, fellatio. And then
Yeah.
guess what? Afterwards, we do them anal. Like, whoa, pause. Like,
One at a time.
right. But I will tell you, some of my girlfriends, which they will remain unnamed
Okay.
because that's their life.
Okay.
Because some of them don't swallow, but some of them like anal. Look, Friend said, what?
Okay.
But remember, it depends on your body makeup.
That's true.
So some people may not get that type of like stimulation or
From
whatnot.
that, yeah.
But anal does something with their mentals and their body, or maybe just their body is made up like that.
Can I ask
Or
you
they
something?
know they man real freaky.
Can I ask y'all
Oh,
something?
hey Trav,
Yes.
what's going on?
What about if not anal? What about just a thumb in the butt?
I love
Ooh,
that.
Wait, okay, you got to let me know first. You got to say, like, don't.
It is a surprise.
Because
it's a great surprise.
It's a surprise, okay? So don't be surprised. Like, okay, so it depends.
Cut your nails.
Oh, he better have his nails manicured. Look at Trav checking
For
the mail.
sure.
I'm done. I told you, he go from 0
You
to
can't have
7,000.
this type of thumb.
All right.
this,
That turns into assault.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another.
this is a whole nother level.
So I definitely feel like you need to let somebody know you need to have this freaky conversation prior to the things that you like.
I agree.
Because I think that when somebody tries, because somebody tried that with me before, and I was like, whoa, pause.
I did not.
What just happened?
Yeah.
Like, that was not what I expected. And so, because we grown, okay? I'm just going to tell you on Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails with Carly, we are grown, okay? So we're going to
Was he
have these
taking
type of
that?
conversations. Yes. He was like, oh, I didn't know. I thought that sir,
You can't think that.
you can't think that. That's a
Yeah.
conversation. So you cannot put your beep in the poop without that conversation. I think that's G
Because
code
it's
and
almost
Guy
like
and Guy
that's a
code,
crime,
sex code.
actually.
It is a crime.
What is it? Sodomy?
Sodomizing.
That's a crime. Let's ask permission.
Unexpected thumb in the beep is definitely a crime. Okay. So,
And if you didn't know, we said it right
we
here.
said it. We said it on the show. You hear it. You see it. Please, you got to ask first because it is a crime. Okay. Trav, don't be doing that. He in the back, y'all. But honey, he over there cutting his nails.
Now he over there cutting his nails. Oh
child.
my Lord.
Yes, he's over there cutting them nails. But yes, not into that. Could you date a guy that does not give oral sex?
No. And I'm saying it very
That
loud
was a
and
very
clear.
firm no, guys.
No.
So if you didn't know, you know now.
Absolutely
Okay?
not.
You cannot. So
Because it's not. Okay, let me just say
Okay,
this.
tell us, friend.
It's not fair because most men, I'm gonna say 99.8, want head.
100%.
So why aren't you giving it? It's not okay.
I feel
You
like
have to grow up. I dated
I
somebody.
agree.
I dated somebody like that. I was 23 years old, and he was 29, about to turn 30, and he had never given head before in his whole life.
Ew, don't even want it after that.
Me at 23 should not even be teaching you that type of.
I'm sorry. Go get some
thing.
practice and come back because what you're not gonna do is just play with me.
And you know who you are,
Oh shit!
because he still follows me on Instagram.
You know who you are.
And
we
that
gonna
wasn't-
call your name out in the
that,
comments.
That wasn't the end of it.
Tell me more, friend.
Little.
You was little and you didn't. What is this?
Little.
He must have been real cute.
1.5 minutes. Did not get. It's 3 strikes.
I'm sorry.
You gotta be the best head giver in the world.
If you got a little.
But the thing was, I will honestly say that was one of my favorite relationships.
Aww.
But I had to break it off because I would have cheated on him. You get what I'm saying? And it was hard for me at the time because I was young, but I was also I'm far beyond my years, always have been.
Yes.
But I just couldn't keep.
I can't keep doing this.
You can learn how to give head, and it would be great. But I can't give you a bigger thing,
Number one.
I can't control how long you last. That's a problem.
Well,
so
there are
kudos to the
some-
girl. He's got a girlfriend now.
oh, bless her heart.
Every time I see their pictures together, I say, "What?" in the
Ooh,
world?
you be like, ooh, girl, thanks for taking his ass off the market. Because those men need to be in relationships.
Yes, and
okay?
that's the thing. I fell in love with him 6 months before we even had sex.
Oh, so you didn't even know, friend.
No, and
Damn.
I think that's how he get them. He makes them fall in love, wine and dine, and then it's like, boom.
He's like, boom,
I
bow.
ain't got it.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it, and I don't
Boom,
do
what you
this.
gonna do? You gonna leave me after I didn't wine and dine you?
So then you feel obligated.
I felt obligated for
Ooh,
2 years.
men know how to do that. They know how to do certain things to make you feel obligated. And then you be
Yep.
like, damn, I really don't want to break up with him because he's such a nice guy.
He
and,
was such a nice guy.
you know.
And he was a Leo. Shout out to the Leos.
Shout out to Leo season.
Leo
and-
season.
So that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, I remember years ago, I dealt with a guy and he had a small little
Mm-hmm.
and we like sound effects. He had a little but he was so cute. And he was so sweet, and he was so nice to me. And it was like, we would have sex, and I'd just be like,
Was that here or LA?
that was here. That was here. And I was just like, this sucks. He did go down, though. That was his thing.
Well, kudos to that.
No,
'Cause at least
friend.
you had that.
At least I got something out of it, okay? I wasn't like, Mr. Other Eon.
Yes.
And so but it's not something that I think that I would ever want to do again because I feel like at this point in my life, I've worked way too hard
And we too
not
old.
to be satisfied. Like, not don't let me satisfy myself and then you can't satisfy me. Like, that's a problem.
Because then we're going to look for it elsewhere, and nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But shout out to that young man
Bless your heart.
that has a little eon and don't know how to do this. So somebody else took him off the market, which was great. So I don't bump into his ass, okay? Or none of my
Hallelujah.
girlfriends bump into him because, honey, nobody wants that.
I'm going to tell it all. Let one of my friends
I know
bump
that's
into
right.
him. Girl, if you like shrimp cocktail, then go ahead.
With no sauce. But wait a minute, what about the guys with the big janks, though?
Ooh.
They just, let me tell you, these guys with these ginormous janks, y'all need to settle down and give it to one person. Why do they feel the need? Because they are so well endowed. They feel like it's okay, I can go and share this with the world. Why do they do that?
I don't have the answer for that, but I can say that they're just egotistic. Like,
Oh, it's ego.
let me see how many people I can bless with this. Instead of just giving it to one great woman and being okay.
And being okay. Have you ever met a guy with a big jank that did not give head? Because I feel like a lot of them be in the single circles.
You know what? No.
No.
I don't
Do
know
you think a lot more guys are more interested in giving fellatio?
Because I think
Or it's not called fellatio for women, it's called something else.
what is it?
We're going to fact check.
I don't know.
It's
but-
called cunnilingus.
Oh,
Ooh, shout out to the. Ooh, he's smart on this
Okay,
show, girl.
Trav.
Oh, yeah, Trav in the back, girl. He is in it to win it.
but I just think, because they're losing a lot of women to other women,
Oh,
that they have to get their head game up. Because women are
yes.
starting to be like, you know what, I think we need to introduce a girl into this relationship.
Girl, are the women saying this or are the men saying this? Because they about to get on my nerves.
Both of them.
Really?
I don't know. We've been here for a long time. We've seen a
Yes.
lot. So it's so much going on.
It is a lot going on.
And I can't take it.
Me neither,
Because
friend.
me personally, I don't like women in that way. So I can never, only because if I did, then of course. But it's just like I did my fair share of that in
Yes.
college and it wasn't for me.
Right.
And I know that. So me going forward, there's no point of me even addressing that.
And I damn for sure don't want to meet the right man
And
and
I
then
gotta
say,
share
hey,
you.
I want to bring in somebody. First off, this king size bed sits 2, okay? Not
That's
3.
it. And maybe 3 because of my dog.
That's right, that part, okay? But I don't understand what the novelty is with bringing women into the bedroom, because people don't understand, once Pandora's box opens,
You'll never close
you
it.
will never be able to close it.
Nope.
And then you can't even get mad, because I had a friend one
can't.
time that let her boyfriend, that was like her fiance, they were gonna get married. She let a woman in the bedroom, and she got upset because
He was reaching out
he
to
was
her.
reaching out to the girl, when the deal was that they reach out to her together, or she went through him. But see, the problem is
The Mercedes
that women,
experience.
right, women that are willing to do that in some regards can be very trifling, because they most likely will be another single woman, and so they're trying to get your man. They're trying to outdo you, because we're competitive in nature, like men are. And so the last thing you want is for another woman, I'm gonna just say it, fucking your man better than you. And I mean, it do feel different.
I just feel like it's not for committed relationships.
It's
If we're just
not.
having fun, and I don't even like you like that, and we decide to go to Cabo, and I'll never see this woman again, and neither were you.
Right.
And I'm not even in a relationship with you, and we just having fun. Cool. I still wouldn't do it, but I can see that.
But you can see
because
that.
there's no strings attached, and
Right.
there's really no way that I'm like, but you in Atlanta, and you reaching out to a
Girl.
girl that live in Atlanta. She lived down.
She
the
lived
street.
down the street.
Like what? You want your man to be taken?
But what if something bad happens where y'all stop dealing with that girl, and then she sees you and your homegirls at brunch? Oh my God.
She's telling all y'all business.
And your other friends don't even know you even get down like that. So keep y'all shit wrapped up, please. Keep it in the
That's
bedroom.
a lot of monkeypox.
Girl, the monkeypox is...
I ain't
They
shitting
trying to
nobody.
shut us down, honey.
I'm not shitting nobody. At this
Okay, listen, I don't want to deal with nobody, okay? Like, nobody. And, like, I'm going to tell you, I was telling Trav in the back, shout out to Trav in the back. I was telling Trav that there was this guy on, I think it was like D.L. Hughley, which I love. It was on his Instagram, and it was this guy saying, like, yeah, I got it, because everybody wants to share their experience about monkeypox.
I know, like, what is that?
Don't show me everything, okay? Because you're making me sick.
Just saying, if I ever get it, y'all never know.
Y'all never
be
know
in the
I
house for
shut
4
down
weeks.
this operation, honey. Y'all be like, where car? Don't worry about it. I'm good. We can just talk like, girl, not even on FaceTime.
I'm
We are
not
just
sharing that.
No. This guy opening his mouth, showing his tonsils that's full of something in his tonsils. I logged out of
It was
Instagram.
crazy.
I logged out of Instagram. I said, I can't. Trav, I see you scratching. Take 50 feet. Take
Look,
50
he
feet.
making me itch my little ear. Like, what?
So, but it's I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, I did catch COVID.
You did?
Yeah, I caught it in December.
I haven't yet.
Okay, good. You don't want it. You're probably good now because,
Really?
yeah, because, I mean, well, I don't know. Shit, since
Yeah, it's still out here.
monkeypox took over, they said move
What
over
if you got-
COVID.
Can you get both at one time?
Girl, don't wish that on nobody. That would be absolutely horrific. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. And not that I have any, I don't personally have any enemies,
But you don't know who don't like you.
I don't know who don't like me. So if they don't like me, go ahead. Let's see what it looks like. No, don't do it.
Like, literally.
That would be detrimental, okay? Well, this is good.
No.
So this isn't sexual per se.
Okay.
So she said, no, I plead the fifth. We raw and uncut. This is the warm up.
love it.
Okay.
Take the condom off
So, oh, wait a minute.
of the show.
Okay. Woo. Love that.
No raw dog. It's
No
monkeypox.
raw dog. So what if let's talk about that for a second before we get into the next question. Or question. You meet a guy, you're liking him, you're dating him. At what point do you guys go raw? She said, oh, that was too personal, friend.
Child.
Honey, shout out to Alicia in the back, honey. She's like, I'm dying to hear. I'm going to do it for you.
I'm going to just say this. Me personally, I'm rawing as soon as I feel like, since I know
Yes.
that we're exclusive.
Okay.
And it's just me and you.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm dating somebody, but if we're not making it public,
Right.
then we still need to
That's
protect
fair.
ourselves.
Right.
But if we're very much so doing this together, I like to feel it.
Okay, feel it.
It's like,
Girl, somebody in the back got something to say, child.
what you got to say?
Look.
Ms. Iverson,
What's that?
stop the cap.
I'm not
Look, you raw as soon as the nigga ain't got no rubbers. I ain't got no rubbers.
You know, no.
ahead.
But see, I will say this. I'm the girl that has the rubbers in her drawer.
Okay.
Like, you're never going to tell me you don't have one because I got some.
I just started, like, I said, okay.
And if you can't
let me
fit
get
these
some.
magnums, you need to go home.
Yeah, quick.
I don't have no lifestyles. I
No.
don't have no Durex.
Not the doer.
You can't fit the gold pack.
You got to go.
You got
What
to
if
go.
what if he allergic to rubber?
Get some lambskin.
That's
you know where
right.
it's at.
But you ain't got him though.
No, I ain't got no lambskin.
But you know, they say you can feel it, like that's the most sensitive in terms of being able to feel it
Lambskin?
is lambskin. Yes. However, and we have to fact check, but lambskin doesn't protect against STDs because it's skin.
Ooh,
The skin going in you.
it's the lamb. It's the
It's
same
the
lamb.
lamb.
It's the same lamb. The lamb chop.
Yeah, girl, it's the lamb, honey. The lamb skin,
So
honey.
we going to eat some lamb chop. We come home to some lamb skin.
Honey, lamb skin, but
Child.
you will be able to feel it protected, right?
Child.
Okay, it was something else we were talking about, but are you enjoying your cocktail?
Look, y'all did that.
You like it?
I love it.
Oh yes. What'd you say when you came? You said
This is my favorite podcast.
I love it.
This is my favorite podcast, child. And I
I
got
love
one.
it. I love it. I love it.
I got
You
one.
will definitely have to
Yeah.
let everybody know about
Yes.
yours. So okay, so this is the question.
Okay.
So who do you think cheats more? Married men or boyfriends? I'm gonna wait and sip my cocktail for that one.
Only because I have, like I said, 90% of clients male. I think married men cheat more than boyfriends.
Alicia said married men.
Yeah, I feel like married men, and I've witnessed it. So
I'm gonna be honest. I think married men cheat more than boyfriend. Well,
because they constitute
yes.
they got an excuse for everything.
you want to know what it is? I was talking to one of my good girlfriends yesterday, and we were talking about married men and cheating and all that. And she said the reason why married men cheat so well is because they've already been groomed. So they know how to open doors for you. They know to touch you at the small of your back. They know how to tell you you're
that's deep,
beautiful.
y'all. Y'all need
They
to
know
listen
how
to that.
Yeah, this is free game. Okay, we're gonna put the invoice in the but no.
No, that's
But
free,
they are
like, for
already
real.
groomed to know how to treat a woman. And so because we're in the single world where guys are like on these podcasts, guys, okay? You know who you are, the
Child,
negative
get on
ones.
my nerves,
I'm not taking nobody out to dinner if they not giving it up. Okay, sir, we're talking about a $150 dinner. What are we really doing?
Especially when women can pay for that before y'all can anyway. Let's be very clear.
Let's be clear.
We're going to touch on that.
Okay, we're gonna touch on it. So yes, so married men have been groomed to know how to
Yes.
to touch you and so you feel like a woman, you feel like a wife. So that's why a lot of
Making you feel special.
Yes.
You're the only one.
hey, guess what? I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna send you some money.
Yeah.
What? I didn't have to ask. The boyfriends and the guys that want to be boyfriends or not really want to be boyfriends, but they just are dating.
Yeah.
They the ones, oh, let's go 50-50 or
Yeah.
let's this or let's that. But you get those married men that are like, I know what you want.
And I know what you need.
And I know what you need. I know what I need. I know I want it from you. And this is what I'm going to do for you because I know this is what you need. Because I know you ain't getting it from these knuckleheads. So the knuckleheads need to step up. So
Yeah.
you men that are out there that are dating, that are single, it's okay to pay for a bill. It's okay to pay before you try to cut off and do all that. Listen, hear us out. Real men don't have a problem. Like, what's Tiana Taylor's boyfriend?
Iman.
Husband? Iman, her husband, Iman. He said something on Instagram a couple weeks ago.
I know
Girl.
exactly what you're talking, and it was the truth. And I
And it's
posted
the
it right on
truth.
my story.
He said real men don't care about paying bills. They don't want their women paying bills. No, we're not sitting here as independent women saying we don't want to pay no bills and we're independent and then we want a man to pay all of it. There's other ways that we contribute in our household.
Yeah.
We may even contribute financially. But real men and the real men that I have come in contact with are like, I'm a man. I don't need your
First.
money.
Yeah.
I'm a man and I'm going to make sure all of our life is taken care of. Do whatever you want. If you want to pay a bill, do it if it makes you feel
Yeah.
better. But I'm a man and I'm a provider first. I've heard that from several, even well-to-do men, even men that didn't even have like the financial backing to. They're like,
It's the
I'm a
principle.
man. It's a different type of man. He's cut from a different type of cloth. Oh, honey, driving the bag just popped in on me, honey.
Let me tell y'all something.
What's
Go
going
ahead,
on?
Chad.
Never take advice from a brother that would do something as stupid as take 6 ounces of marijuana
To the Dallas airport.
I never take advice from him.
Don't do that to him. He's a good man, honey.
You
He's
know
a
what?
very good man.
You know what I would say though, and the reason why men are conflicting with this issue is because they're trying to do it to every woman that they meet. You got
That
to
part.
know who to take care of.
That part.
You don't do it for everybody,
Ooh.
but that one,
Yeah, you better.
you're gonna want to
that's
do it for.
Right.
The one you don't have to do for is the one you should do for.
Right. You want to do for the one that's just busting it wide open, giving you the threesomes.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you doing that?
And that's what I'm saying.
That's temporary enjoyment.
I even say that to men who are single, who are dating, and are not in relationships. Be very, very smart
Yes.
with who you're dating.
Yes.
Because it doesn't mean that you have to take a different girl out every day of the week, and that's why you're going broke.
That's why you're going broke, baby boy.
Be smart about it. Who deserves to be taken out to dinner?
And
Who
when you-
deserves to
and
just
you know
be on the
what?
phone?
And I'm glad you
Who
said
deserves
that.
to go to the park?
To the park.
Who does like you have to know and decipher
Yes.
who, and just like with us, we know who
Yes.
to pick, who I want to go to dinner with.
Yes.
We all don't want free meals.
No, we don't. Because
It ain't worth it.
I love to dine.
It ain't worth it
And I'm not ruining my dining experience to
with
sit
somebody I
across-
don't like.
Come on.
It don't make sense.
And it has nothing to do, because they always try to put us in boxes.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with independent woman.
No.
It has everything to do with intention.
Yes. Where's your intention?
What
This
are
is
your
what I
what are
want.
your intentions?
This is what I want in life. I want to be married. I want to have kids. You don't want neither? Why are we going to dinner?
I love that. Yes.
What are we
Men
doing?
need to move that way as well.
If you know what you want, you will not have troubles dating.
Another thing is, if you know I want a relationship, leave me alone. And you don't want one, leave me alone. Don't try to come in and try this experience, because
Yeah.
it's going to be an experience you're not going to be able to forget. And you're going to fuck with me, and I'm going to be mad
'Cause you don't
because
want
you're
what I
not
want.
ready.
Yeah.
So all these men that are not ready need to go with women that are not
Not
ready.
ready. There's a lot of them.
There's plenty. I know a couple of them that are just not ready. They don't want relationships. They just want to have fun.
They fun
Find
girls.
them. Find them. Hashtag fun girls. Hashtag fun guys.
And they run in packs, so
Yeah, so you guys go to the club and find each other, okay?
Yes.
But it bothers me, I will say, because I have had my fair share of men that have approached me that they understood because I defined my intention. Had amazing conversation with, right? They were not ready. They got scared off. It's like, why do you waste my time? Why do you waste my time? And why do you create this
I don't
annoyance?
get
Because
it.
I don't like being, anybody that knows me, I do not like being annoyed. And I have a lot of patience, but I don't like being annoyed.
exactly. Or you tell me everything I want to hear because you hear my intentions and you do
Right.
something completely different.
Different. Like, what's the why, brothers? Like, we really need to know.
Hashtag why?
Hashtag why. Right here, it should say why.
Why? Leave it in the
Why?
comments because we really want to know.
Right.
What are your intentions on involving somebody into your bullshit?
Because that's what it is. And why do you men? So I think that the novelty of getting counseling was really cool. And I do believe a lot of men were getting counseling.
Talk to the lady,
Honey. A lot on the couch. Come.
for real.
So I
Lay
did,
down if you
right?
will.
If you will, if you want to,
Yes.
if you will, please. But a lot of men were getting counseling and saying that it was cool. They were doing it. They were seeking. Where'd all the healed men? Did y'all stop during the healing process?
No, they probably slept with their counselor.
Oh, child, please. I got a drink on that. Okay.
And now she don't even know if her job. Let me.
Okay. So
Because counselors too
honey, they be seeking.
are seeking.
Honey, they be seeking and single and married and seeking. Because I know about one or two. I'm not for
4
me.
or 5.
Oh, wow. Counselors, they're supposed to be counseling to heal people, not to heal people. Okay.
What to heal yourself?
To heal, yeah, exactly. Using them vulnerable men, honey. Them men that just don't even know, seeking help.
Yes.
But I do believe that do you embrace men getting counseling?
I do.
I do too.
Yes. I was in counseling when I was 15 because my dad passed away when I was 15. My mom put me in counseling right away.
Oh, good mom.
And that was very, very helpful. And it was
Mom.
a detrimental part in my life because I was just becoming,
A young woman.
yes. So it was like that I needed. But when I got older, I didn't realize that those adolescent years have drifted.
Yes.
And now I'm an adult, and I'm pursuing men trying to fill a void.
Ooh.
And so just recently, when I start, shout out to you,
Oh.
because you're the reason why I found my personal trainer.
Oh, shout out to X. You next.
Yes. So
I love that.
I got personal training and mental health at the same time.
I love that.
Yes, and I'm like, I gotta do the work. If I'm wanting this healed man, I need to be.
You have to. I am so happy. My therapist.
Yeah.
Would be so happy to hear this, that you're actually seeking like therapy to be a healed woman, so that you can then in turn meet your healed man, which means as a healed woman, because I'm a healed woman, I still seek help.
Yeah.
Because the help train you
It's
always,
the
you're
proper-
always a
it's-
student.
Yeah.
So as a healed woman, I know that you have to make sure that you do the work so that you can then in turn receive what's for you. As a healed woman, you will know immediately,
This ain't for me.
this ain't for me.
Because
You will be able to know when
you
it
won't
comes
even
to
rest.
right.
Your
Intuition, your spirit will, yes.
chaotic. And
Yes.
You can't sleep at night, and you wonder like, what is wrong?
Yes.
The person you with.
The person you with. Know who you sharing your energy with. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna have an energy show. Okay, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I love that you shared that with me. I think that it is so important that you're seeking like healing, and there's nothing wrong with it. And you should be around people
Want the
and
same
men
things.
that want the same things.
Mental
it's
and physical.
Mental and physical. And I love that. I see your body transformation, honey. Yes, honey, I see it.
Ex told me next month.
Girl.
He ain't playing with me.
I can't believe X you a topic of the
And
show.
I don't miss no day of training, but
I love
girl,
it. I seen your legs. I
Big
was
purr.
like, look at her.
Yes.
She looks amazing. So I even inboxed him after I saw one of your pictures.
And what you say?
I said, oh my God. I said, I really want to like join one of your classes. He's
dope.
like, come.
He's dope.
It's just so far from my house.
I know.
And so I'm
he
like,
only like 9 minutes from me.
and so I'm like, one day, he was like, please come, Carly. Like, he
Yeah.
is such a supporter. And one day he inboxed me.
You'll
It was so-
love it, because the girls too, like
Yeah.
normally when I go to gyms, it's so catty.
Yeah.
Or like jealousy.
They're
and just
inspirational.
clicks. Everybody is just like, you got this.
I
Let's
love
go.
that.
I love it. I'm here
And
for
so
it.
that's X Factor Fit.
Yep.
So that's X
X
Factor
Factor
Fit
Fitness,
on
yep.
Instagram. Y'all check him out. He's definitely doing a thing on your body, girl.
Big purr.
And I purr with a fade. Purr. And so I definitely want to go to a class. I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna take a class. I've heard even through other
Even
women.
if you just come one day and just
I
like see how
know.
it is, you'll make the drive.
I will. I'm gonna work
telling
on
you.
that.
I'm gonna
So
work on that.
I appreciate you so much for coming and sitting on the couch with me and
It was my
talking.
pleasure.
And just how has your experience been? Do you love your cocktails?
I love the cocktail. I love the vibe.
The vibe is
It's
always
so-
important.
It's just very feminine,
Yes.
open,
Yes.
inviting.
I want people to feel that way.
You feel like you're at home talking to your girl
Yes,
on the
girl,
couch. 'Cause
yes.
that's what we're doing.
Big ol' purr. Ooh.
Because we can have these off camera.
Yes, we will. We will.
Yes.
Well, before we close,
Okay.
I have something for you from one of our sponsors. So, this is from Golden Mauve Candles.
Y'all, I've been wanting one of these since I smelled it at one of our friends' house.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoy your
I
gift.
will. I will.
And
'Cause I love a candle.
It was chosen based off of the energy, the feminine energy that I know that you exude. So it actually is vintage love, because I want nothing but love and happiness and prosperity.
Y'all feel that?
And all that good old energy.
Do y'all feel that to
Because
the
we're a
camera?
whole vibe.
Do y'all
We're
feel
all
that to
about,
the
let me tell
camera?
you. It's all about femininity, living in
Yep.
your divine femininity.
Yep.
It's about masculinity. It's not all like girl power. We're not feminist to the point where it's like we bash men. We welcome everybody on the couch.
Inclusive.
Yes. But we want to change the narrative on this show, where we can be strong, we could be powerful, we could be of color, but it doesn't mean that we're too strong to be delicate. So you're a delicate flower.
Like a flower bomb.
Yes. And I want you to enjoy your delicate
Thank
candle.
you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Mz _ Iverson, like the basketball player. That's my first cousin.
Girl, you didn't tell nobody.
Yes.
So wait a minute, we got a whole celebrity, honey. That is
just being around athletes. I've been around athletes my whole life, so it was
girl.
just, you know what I mean.
Let me
Very
tell you,
comfortable.
you didn't let the cat out the bag, honey. Alicia, our executive producer, that
Okay.
is her childhood crush, honey,
Girl.
and probably still now, child, honey. Yeah.
I love him.
So where he be at? I'm just asking for a
He
friend,
lives
honey.
in Charlotte, by the way of High Point.
On our way and on our way.
But he was in Atlanta for a long time, way before I even came here. And shout out to him because
Shout out to Alan I. I loved Alan I growing up.
To my family, to our
Yes.
family, to the world in general.
Yes.
A kind soul, very
Yes.
like sensitive. I love him.
I love
That's
that.
my.
I have a
yeah.
story about him. I'm going to say this and we're going to close.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I used to go to high school in Beverly Hills. And I was at the Beverly Center.
Little small flex.
Not a flex, it's the truth, okay? Check me out, Pacific Hills. It was not a flex, okay? And they had, this is when the Beverly Center, before they did all the renovations and all that. And I remember meeting with some of my teammates because I played basketball. And we were meeting and they were like, meet us at Macy's. You know, we just kids with no money in the mall. So I was like, okay. But at that time, Macy's had their own, it was one of the first Macy's that had their own men's section. So I get in, and these two guys got in. Your cousin got in. Your cousin, Alan I, got in and stood, and he was with his bodyguard. And I remember looking, and I was like, you know how you exhale instead of inhaling?
Girl, I had to deal with it my whole life. I'm like, ew. Like, I know. I'm always like, ew, but
I know, girl.
I know. I'm
like,
what the?
And so I was really more like, wow, because I played basketball. And Allen Iverson was like,
The thing.
everybody had
Right.
Allen I, the big crossover.
Yep.
So I used to go to Pacific Hills, and my rivalry school was Crossroads, which was Baron Davis's school. So we would go to school, we would go to Crossroads, and we would, y'all can fact check me, baby. And we would go to Crossroads and we would watch Baron Davis play. And I remember everybody saying, oh my God, he's gonna go to the NBA. And we were like, what? And it was this guy, his name was Brandon, I can't remember, Brandon Johnson, I think. And him and Brandon Johnson used to play against each other because it was my school and it was Crossroads. And it was the craziest thing. So anyway, full circle, I saw Allen I, and I was like, oh my God. So I remember telling like my teammates, like, oh my God, guess who I just saw in the elevator? And they're like, who? I'm like, Allen Iverson. We were all buying Allen Iverson shoes and everything. I know this is like really, really.
No,
this
it's
is my
not. He's my favorite basketball player too.
I know that's
I'm biased, but whatever.
So it's crazy that I saw him, and you know, I ain't gonna tell you how much longer, but a couple years later, now his cousin is sitting on the couch.
Boom.
Well, let's talk about it over cocktails with Carly, having a cocktail. So I appreciate
Full circle.
Full circle. So everybody knows
And
where they
I'm
can
a go
find
in my own right.
I know that's right.
Yes.
I love it. So I appreciate you coming in. You look
you for having
beautiful.
me. Thank you.
I love your braids. So you do women's.
I do women hair too. I do sew-ins, colors, silk press,
And they can
but I
find you where
specialize
again?
in locks. They can find me at Mz _ Iverson on Instagram, or twisteduphairbar.com is my website. You can book there.
Yes.
The shop that I'm located is downtown by the aquarium. It's called Precise Cuts. I'm there Tuesday through Saturday.
I love it.
Come see me.
I love it. Well,
Yes.
excuse me, honey. That was the tequila that got me. I am Cocktails with Carly. You can find me on Instagram at cocktailswithcarly_. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Shout out to Trav in the back. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Alicia. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you know.